Well, in some areas it is wet, while in some areas it's just they're feeling the heat. But no problem. Either it is about the heat of the Euro 2024 going down in the next few days. Today is the 25th day in the month of May. Remember, we'll also be looking at a lot on the show today. Well, for some people they are feeling cold, while some people is about the hot weather. Okay. In the course of the show, we'll be having my analyst join me in the studio. Well, because I'm putting on the English national team jersey does not mean that I will be supporting England for the Euro 2024. We've got a lot of fans eyeing that Euro 2024. A lot of players dropped by their national team managers. While in Nigeria, we also got that World Cup qualifier team list released by the NFF, but done by Coach Finidi George. We'll also be looking at this afternoon. Well, John Osho Henry, thank you very much for showing the love, saying today is the day the Lord has made. Another time to talk sports. We not win league, but we still gonna. Oh, come on. Okay. Now that the English Premier League is over, but the title has already gone to Manchester City. But a lot of Manchester United fans will be thinking this time around, let's just see if we can go home with something. Remember, a lot of stories also went down during the week. Mauricio Pochettino parting ways with Chelsea. Ten Hag still with Manchester United, but we are getting the update that maybe even if he wins the FA Cup, he will be thrown out of Manchester United. Would that be the right decision to be taken by the board of Manchester United? This and more will be a focus. And hey, guess what? We've got Duke Peral Alvin Ayodeji is here this afternoon. I hope I call it right though. Before you now start attacking me in my studio. I did not call it right.
Yes.
Okay. Peral.
Yes.
Duke Peral Ayodeji Alvin is here. He's a Chelsea fan. Imagine Chelsea fans with a poor performance this season. No, they tried though, but they are proud.
They're not Manchester United.
I'm not what?
Manchester United. We are Chelsea.
You are Chelsea.
Yes.
Okay, you are not Manchester United. Okay, now I understand. All right, Duke is here, and we go on a music break. When we come back, we talk more. Remember, I was also here. We were here last week where we talked about the bouts between Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, and Tommy's analysis was tilting towards Alexander Usyk, and I knew it was tilting towards Tyson Fury, and I was for Usyk. I was very happy throughout last week, even till Friday. If I put my money like my normal money, I'll be cashing out. But I've gone to Orioke to go and chop pepper soup. But guys, let's go to the music box. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Alpha, where's everybody? You go use that mic.
London.
Another banger. Come here, wait till they water you. Green body make I rock, yeah. I know you seen your me. I get the money pass your papa. Wait till you want where I don't feel.
93.9.
Why you want the booga one? Share you be kiss than any. You better drop your body and move sucker. Suffer with this body. Make we run, I'm on a low key. Baby, you know me. They get us to go move where you know go. Come make a drive your come make a drive this your jalo. Baby, allow me. Tip you off with the alawi. See body, oh. See body, oh. Egg bami, oh. Please help me, oh. I don't jam waiting, but some here waiting the water. Green body make a rock, yeah. I know you seen your me. I get the money pass your papa. Waiting you one way, I don't feel too for you. Why you want the booga one? Share you be kiss than any. You better drop your body and move. You to the form with this love of a team, baby. Lend me. I get the bounce for you. You want to do let's say night I know the end. You to the steep, they do let's say your waist no the end. Nothing. When you follow my command, baby, do like I do, baby, front and back. Give me boom, back up, suck up. Suffer with this body, baby, run, I'm on a low key. Baby, you know me, they get to see go move where you know go. Please, come look at drive your car, come look at drive your car.
Make me ginger, make me ginger. Go follow your lead, to be leader. Any kill it, that is something we did. But your own is bigger, ginger. Make me ginger. Go follow your lead, to be leader. Any kill it, that is something we did. But your own is big. Make a put up for your body, baby. No be poison. Anytime when you call, baby. Do they call, do not rap you like. For your body, baby. No be poison. Anytime when you call, baby. Do they call, do not rap you like. Them naughty guys out there, but they on deck. Hey, with the fresh, I be clean, I be content. Yeah, anywhere where I keep it 100. Yeah, I don't talk about rubbish, see me when you bump back. No. Judge it to nobody but the Monaco. Fish 24 ocean, I say show me like Morocco. I go, do you get down now, up. Can't you see what you carry, baby, but you rock up. You come, you want sugar, I go rock with me. I go keep a rocky kitty, I go keep your company. I just love me, go you come myself for me. No, you want me to be, but I will be trouble me. Why you the trouble me? You know, see me, I don't know, man, nobody feel couple me. Go, good, ratata, baby, come to me. I'm a perfect, all of my shit come on me. Ginger, make me ginger. Follow your lead, you be leader. Any kill it, that is something we did. But your own is bigger, ginger. Make me ginger. Follow your lead, you be leader. Any kill it, that is something we did. But your own is big. You can put up for your body, baby. No be poison. Anytime when you call, baby. You don't call, do not rap you like. For your body, baby. No be poison. Anytime when you call, baby. You don't call, do not rap you like.
Girls in my crib, zero Snapchat, zero Instagram, boom, stream. The vibe night, start running like London Bridge. I don't care if I saw you in a magazine or if you're on TV. That wanna mean nothing to me. Don't need a shout out, baby, I need a free. Lick it like ice cream, as if you mean to be disgusting. It's nothing, jump my back. One side I lie, there's no stopping up. Go shopping up, dash. Never find oh, right past my phone. You're daddy, mucha cover. Leave my mood, I used to go from the ghetto. Got girls from Motown, that's the life of a city boy. Oh yeah, Dama, oh yeah, Jello, oh yeah,
It is your weekend radio station, baby.
Start to the halago, cause you know some my people they can lag on. As I hate it, no us to be with me. No, I be my father's son, cause you know say I go round to taco. That's why I'm a jago. Start to the dance, I'm like I do. Go need the Lambo, I go show you say bounce and the Lambo. Cause I be city boy, and I said they for the street, they give me joy. Now go give me boy, do them as a Jesus and I'm really me joy. All I know, no father.
Baby, for your love, girl, I'll be waiting. Yeah, I'll be waiting. And I know that you feel like two ocean got out. Mommy, me, I know you're captivating. Yeah, captivating. You got a face and need to find your body come Marama. If you want, we go fly to Marabao. Mama, show my watch on Balajao. I got the girls for Canada, but if you were one day, it's Marapa. If you like, make them fall for you. Show my watch from Balajao.
No. Why this party?
You are all I think of, yo. All I think of, yo.
No, edited song.
Tell you to find like you,
okay, check the first part. Go edit, check the first part. Video, sound. Or edited.
Girl, if you me want come okay. And baby girl, you want me pass for, baby. You got the face and talent. If you want, we go fly to Marabou. I'ma show my wife some Balajao. I got the girls for Canada, but if you want day,
Okay, check your time right now. This is 1:14. In the next few minutes, we're going on a commercial break. But let's also let you know, for the fans watching live right now, we'll be having a lot of giveaways on the show: airtime, data, cash. Before we start the show, going deep into the show, Jolasho Henry, thank you very much for sharing the show. Keep pressing the share buttons, keep pressing the like buttons. Keep following Solutions 93.9 FM. Remember, on Facebook, YouTube channel, Solutions 93.9 FM. Let us also know the team you'll be supporting for the Euro 2024. Remember, Copa America is also going down next month. Let us know the teams you'll be supporting, but let's focus on the Euro 2024. Right? And, in the next few minutes, let me just see. I may just speak randomly. Yes, we are not sharing rice today. We're not sharing rice today. But next few minutes to see if we can just pick someone, maybe the first two people who joined the show live, to just send their phone numbers. We can just do small recharge, or if it's data, let us know as well. Let's go back to the music box. We come back, then we talk more. Do not go anywhere.
I don't wanna make assumptions, I called you. Why you gonna text me? It's better you kill me, better you arrest me. Bad man stress woman, a woman nothing stress me. You could've taught me, see the way you test me, and see the way social media so cold. Harder to hold most stories and start with a phone. Although with them in law days, she was hard for my home. Oxley, you know my girl, Denise, the year younger than me. She got the tribal mark, she used to be friends with peace, won't let me know peace.
We'll be back with more hit music after this commercial.
FCMB, èmi àti Punky mi.
Johnson A Nigeria Enterprises.
Johnson A Nigeria Enterprises. Oríṣiríṣi àràǹbádà furniture láti kó wọlé bíbà látòkè òkun. Àtàwọn tá à ń ṣe ńlẹ̀ yìí nílé ìtajà wa. Constable bed, complete setting, dining set, kitchen cabinet, interior decorations, office furnitures wà lóríṣiríṣi. Lówó tí ò ga jara lọ. Ẹ kàn sí wa lónìí. Olú ilé ìtajà Johnson A Nigeria Enterprises wà ní shop number AA 18-20 Railway Shopping Complex off Alasiloye Market Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀ka wá wà ní shop number A 8-11 Railway Shopping Line by Alalubosa Junction Ìyágànkù Railway Crossing Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ Way beside Oduoye Filling Station Ìgbọ̀nà area Òṣogbo. Telephone 0706-225-2649 tàbí 0802-303-0550. Irúfẹ́ furniture tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fẹ́ Johnson A Nigeria Enterprises ni ẹ ti wá rọjú lọ́wọ́.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty sweaty uniforms and socks, we clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transform. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Látọjọ́ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rẹ̀ electronics nílé iṣẹ́ R Ọlábàmíjí Multiventures ẹni mo ti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ à ń dáwọ́ gbogbo gbà sórí àwọn electronics ìgbà rọ̀gùdù. Ìwọ náà yéé mu lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì mọ́. Kán yé tẹ́lẹ̀ bẹ̀rí ẹsẹ̀ electronics fún ọ. Ibẹ̀ ló ti rí àwọn televisions lóríṣiríṣi, fridge àti freezer, air conditioner àti gbogbo àwọn èlò yòókù tí ń lo náà tí wọ́n ń lò nínú ilé àbí lọ́fíìsì. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ agbaṣẹ́ṣe pátá. R Ọlábàmíjí Multiventures ni ẹ jẹ́ kán supply gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ lò tó jẹ́ electronics ojúlówó ni tiwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ la tún ṣe installation á tún fún yín ní guarantee lórí àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wa olú-ilé-iṣẹ́ R Ọlábàmíjì Multi-Ventures wà nọ́mbà 35 Ọba Adébímpé Road First Gbági Market Ìbàdàn showroom wọn wà ní nọ́mbà 10 Safo Building ládojúkọ Union Bank Lebanon Street nìbàdàn branch office wà ní nọ́mbà 3 Gbàdàmọ́sí Complex Ìwòrò nìbàdàn 0803-325-0185 àti 0805-779-0041 débẹ̀ confam làwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wa.
Quality prints are rare. Companies, churches, schools, publishers, groups and individuals to get quality print job. Afso Price is the answer. Iṣẹ́ printing gidi rẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sáwọn pàṣíwọ̀bọ̀ olómi aró tí ń wọ̀ bí gòrè tí ò lélò. Kódà eléyìí gbélé ìkẹ́ ìgbọ́n mi yọnu sòǹbẹ̀. Àfi bí kájọ máa sọ̀rọ̀ láti inú òwe. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ Afso Press ni. Ọ̀pọ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ ńláńlá àtàwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn oníṣiṣẹ́ tí wọ́n bá dé Afso Press. Ẹ̀yin ilé-iṣẹ́ ńláńlá, publishers, ilé ìjọsìn, ilé ìwé, ẹlẹ́gbẹ́jẹgbẹ́ àti gbogbo ènìyàn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ printing tó dáa bíi kàlẹ́ndà, student books, magazines, diary, souvenir àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn ẹ̀rìnmọ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́rin lákàtàkùn irinṣẹ́ ń bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa láti kọ́ṣẹ́ yín jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́. With technology based on American standard. Printing láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin iṣẹ́ wa ni. A wà ní nọ́mbà 24 Gbadebo Street Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn àti nọ́mbà 25 Àlàáfíà Street Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn. Telephone 09095233782 tàbí 08025680940. Website www.afsopress.com. Afso Press, your one-stop press. Quality prints job and quick delivery làkọ́mọ̀nà wa gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
This na public announcement from Trust Fund Pensions Limited. Make una hear the revalidation of all the pensioners wey dey under the NSITF scheme for the whole obodo Nigeria go start on the 2nd of May go the 30th of June 2024 for all the branches of Trust Fund office for Nigeria. This torchlighting na from 9 o'clock every morning go reach 5 o'clock every evening every day for all Trust Fund office branches wey dey obodo Nigeria. For more tori kíákíá go see the advert dem wey dey for Guardian, Punch, Daily Trust plus Vanguard newspaper of April 30, 2024 or make you call 090-872-33562, 080-321-71807 or 080-365-85420. Trust Fund Pensions Limited. Trust is our foundation.
So we're in this filling session over 18 hours now. No way going back, no way going forward.
When it comes to solar power solutions, Novel Solar is a trusted brand. Solar Engines from Novel Solar continues to put smiles on the face of their customers. With solar power, you have no reason to worry about fuel price or subsidy removal. You will no longer have to suffer noise from generators. We have different solar products and all you will need for solar installations, including solar panels, inverters, batteries, solar kit, solar generators, solar borehole system, solar street light, solar fans, and solar lighting bulbs. My people, it's time to act fast and escape the high cost of petrol. We're located at Akinjide Plaza, opposite Adamasingba Stadium, Ikotedo, Ibadan. Embrace solar power and stop complaining about inadequate power supply. Call 0811-799-8800, 0811-799-8800. With high cost of fuel, Novel Solar is the way to go.
It's Saturday Sports Safari.
Blessings on blessings, man, no because of the settings. After all we done, kill a fencing. Yeah, kill a fencing. After the take over, anytime we step in, it's game over. This one of a no be Range Rover. Remember, it's game over. love you on fire for fire. Colonel daddy's a tire. All these people want make a tire. She gon' colonel daddy's a tire. She be all alone, read me. If I do it in there, talk, then make it be. She be all alone, read me. I don't do it in there, talk. Now make her fall and die. Papa got the day my side. Everything I talk, not lie. Everything I talk, not lie. She my baby to Sunny and dead. And she my whole life for you and dead. I'm sorry how I do play my game. For these people want to spend my name. One rock with my phone. One rock with my job. I mean one rock with my son. When I think it do, I'm alone.
Welcome back to this is 124 Solutions 939 FM Saturday Sports Safari live, and my name is Oladapo Kudubi. Yes, Jolasho Henry, I think I've been able to answer your request from that. And now let's go straight and check updates on the show this afternoon. Remember, Duke Pearl, Alvin Ayodeji is here. You guys pay me so I get that name right too.
Don't worry, I'll give you a bag of rice.
Don't call it back of rice. You go do party if my team for Euro 2024 win. Alright, now let's go, because we have a lot on our plate this afternoon. Okay, Emric Paulo, and then you guys say I'm sharing it, sir. Okay, so let us quickly check live updates before getting some guys to send us their mobile lines in DM this afternoon. Okay, so looking at the live updates, we have the Spanish La Liga game live this afternoon, and that's the battle between Osasuna and Villarreal. The game is goalless for the past 26 minutes. The two teams are yet to hit the back of the net. More games to go down today in the Italian Serie A. Real Sociedad by 3:15 will take on Atletico Madrid, as Almeria by 5:30 will take on Cadiz. Athletic Bilbao will be up against Rayo Vallecano, and Real Madrid champions will take on Real Betis. Remember, in the Italian Serie A today by 5 o'clock, Juventus will be up against Monza, as AC Milan will take on Salernitana in the Champions League. We have, in Africa, Al Ahly will take on Esperance of Tunisia by 6 o'clock. Remember, the FA Cup final, it is the Manchester Derby. That is Manchester United versus Manchester City. Okay, so Jolasho Henry, you joined the show very early today. So yes, Jolasho Henry, joined the show 22 minutes ago. So Jolasho, what you need to do for us right now, send a direct message. Right, let us get your phone number. Is it data you want or airtime? And the next person happens to be Emric Paulo Adeyinka. Let us also get your phone number if you want data or airtime. Let us see what we can quickly do right now before the end of the show. Oh yeah. No time. Let's go. Okay. Not drop Azza. I said send your mobile number. What Azako? Azamani. For this kind of period. All right, now the FA Cup is a few minutes to go, right? And let's talk about the two managers this afternoon. It is Pep Guardiola and Erik ten Hag. This particular title will surely have a mark. If Pep Guardiola fails to win, that means he's just winning one title this season. For Erik ten Hag, if he fails to win, that means this season he has gone trophyless, right?
Yeah, he's joining the club.
Since joining the club?
No, he's joining the club.
He's joining the club of trophyless. Okay. Now you know, say that Chelsea fans understand that one. But who would you rather see win this?
Manchester City, of course. So I don't think we have any other option than pick Manchester City. Only if looking at the squad, let me decide. Let me talk based on the squad now.
Okay, based on the squad.
Looking at the squad, well, I believe Manchester City, they have the squad intact. Well, if the euphoria of winning the Premier League has not carried them to another extent, maybe like too much of enjoyment. According to what I think it affected Bayer Leverkusen in the weekend after they won the league.
We are still going to talk about Bayer Leverkusen, right? Because some said, there's something about German teams. When they win, they go, take booze, beer, enjoy themselves. Exactly. You saw what happened to Manchester City after winning the Premier League. Went to the bar and everybody just got wasted.
I think when I saw the picture, I think it was only Kevin De Bruyne that was looking normal out of them. all of them are dead drunk.
Okay.
So I think if Angoba is not affecting them, I believe they should be the winner today. Because looking at the Manchester United team, many of them are just coming back from injury. So I don't see them clicking together as a team. So I'm giving it to Manchester City.
For Manchester City to win this, remember, if there's going to be a team, I mean, looking at the odds on the two teams, the odds on Manchester United to win this will surely be higher. 9.95.
That is the only opportunity for them to go to Europe. So people believe, or they heard my belief, okay, they should at least do what it takes to win. But I'm giving it to Manchester City to win.
Giving it to Manchester City to win. Okay. Let's also look at the chances of Manchester United here. For Manchester United, for Manchester City, well, they have nothing to lose. They've won the English Premier League. But for Manchester United, they've got a lot to lose in this one. Maybe that may also motivate the team going against Manchester City at Wembley.
Well, we go either way. Either it motivates them to win, or they will be too anxious to win. And when you are too careful, then you become careless, as I used to say. When they are being careful, we want to win this, we want to win this. And just look at what Man City did to Tottenham. In the first half, it was like a very close contest. But in the second half, they will see it change. So I believe they might want to try to at least give Man City a run for their money. Well, they are Manchester City, they know how to do it.
They are Manchester City, they know how to do it. And looking at the preview, going into this game for only the second time in the storied history of the FA Cup, and the first since in 1885, the same two sides will contest the final in back-to-back years, when once again Manchester City and Manchester United lock arms at Wembley. Well, looking at this, only Arsenal has won 14 and Manchester United 12 can better their tally, and adding to that may well be the only way manager Erik ten Hag can save his job in the Old Trafford dugout. But do you see Ten Hag getting his job secured with a victory tonight?
No.
Why?
With what I've been seeing some news in the course of maybe the last 2 days, and it has been saying Ten Hag will go, even not minding the outcome of the cup. Either he's winning or he's losing the cup, Ten Hag is going.
But why do you think clubs don't care about the managers, most especially when they're going into final?
Well, I think maybe the managers don't care about what they're going into.
Before signing the contract?
Before signing the contract, because the club wants you to at least do something. They want to, if the team is not playing well, the team are not winning, the players are not developed. So what else do you want? Why is it there? So, but I think the management don't look into that. But they don't look into it because
all they want is result.
They want result, but they don't care how it comes. I think they use the mentality of Mourinho. Anyhow we say how, anyways we just get it done. Even if I remember then Mourinho would say, even if it's half of a goal, just go and
just
score
get a goal
and still the win. So I think that's the mentality the management are having. They just want the result, but they don't want to wait. They don't want to be patient for the job to be done well.
Okay, getting the job to be done well. Remember, the players to watch in this one, we have Phil Foden, we have Bruno Fernandes for the ID side. But for Phil Foden, looks like a promising talent. It looks like a man who's ready to show like a million stars. Maybe it could have been a replica of Cole Palmer if Cole Palmer has been given more opportunities in Manchester City. But maybe we also saw the best of Cole Palmer in Chelsea. But look at this. Bruno Fernandes, who said after Euros he can take his decision to either stay with Manchester United or leave. Well, the Manchester United man just walked into the studio very proud. But I can assure you, Longman, come and sit down here. No, you don't go. Come and sit down here so that I can talk. I can touch you and drag you.
I don't want to do banter with you.
No, you need to banter with me, my friend.
Or maybe it's are you here for me?
Who are you here for?
Maybe it's here for me.
Okay, so you may be seeing fireworks in the studio. The tallest man in solution. Who's the tallest?
Yeah, I am. Otolori is the second one.
Oh, wait. So Otolori is taller than Laffy.
Laffy Kwa. No, Laffy.
So Laffy is even short. So then I shouldn't.
You are not part of the race now. No, they talk who they fight for title. Man United said the show face. Who you be now?
Oh wow! Finally, now we should understand that Manchester United already, for the fans, they've already agreed that Manchester City is going for the title. But what I mean, you being a Manchester United man, thank you for joining us, Longban.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying Erik ten Hag can come with a shocker, just like what I also said last week concerning Atalanta facing Bayer Leverkusen. I knew that there was going to be a shocker in that one, same as Alexander Usyk fight against Tyson Fury. I was the only one at the odd out last week. There can be a shocker for Manchester City, which Alvin said, saying that a team that has won the Premier League title, they struggled. Arsenal pushed them to the final day. Maybe this team would have been won out.
I won't accept the word struggle. Man City didn't struggle. They didn't struggle to win the title. They did what they know how to do best. Because look at their fixtures in 2024. They didn't lose any game. So if someone has played over 14, 15, 16 games in this calendar year, they didn't lose any game apart from in the Champions League. In fact, Champions League was just very, very unfortunate. That shows how consistent they have been. So I don't want to accept.
Very, very unfortunate. How?
Losing to Real Madrid, prospective champion.
If you are losing to Real Madrid, that's not unfortunate.
It is not unfortunate. You played against the better side.
You say unfortunate, they were just very unlucky.
Maybe you say unlucky, but even unlucky, you look at how Real Madrid has been so far. Look at what they've played in the Spanish La Liga, and look at where they are in Europe. You've got a manager who knows how to win everywhere.
To put both teams aside, to put both teams head to head, you see that Manchester City has actually been excellent in Europe. Look at how many games they've played, how many games has Man City won, how many games has Real Madrid won. So saying Real Madrid has done very, very well in Europe is a no for me. I feel like Man City is the biggest team in Europe presently.
Okay, so no. Maybe Manchester United can say Bafo guy.
Yes, now.
But this is it. If a team could face Manchester City and defeat Manchester City, it shows that the team is good enough.
Yeah, actually.
Maybe the only problem Arsenal had was that they failed to win some better games.
That's why I said they were unlucky.
Even as bad
Man City was just very, very unlucky to not defeat Real Madrid. Even Real Madrid knows that they were not up to par to face Manchester City.
Because they faced the defending champion.
During the fixtures, when they were doing the draw, when you see Man City facing Real Madrid, inside you know that this is just the history of Real Madrid is facing Man City. It's not that the quality of Real Madrid is going to face Man City. Quality-wise, Manchester City has everything. They have the European best footballer in the team. In their team, talking about Erling Braut Haaland, they have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne in that team.
Okay,
they're firing Phil Foden in that team.
Do you remember that both the two games?
It was close.
There was no Erling Haaland in the fixture.
In the game.
His performance, the way he could have come in with firepower. But look at what Manchester City. I think they won the Premier League. Well, it's open. It is open for debate.
Okay.
They won the English Premier League title
because
of the failure of Arsenal in winning some games, unwinnable games.
I don't want to put all the blames on Arsenal. Actually, I feel like Man City are just exceptional. They are just exceptional team. You look at Pep Guardiola in all his career. I think probably in 14, 15 years, he has only lost the title probably twice. Three times. So it is because of his excellence.
Only Chelsea fans can understand the numbers.
So I don't.
No, I think one against Mourinho.
Antonio Conte won one.
One against Mourinho.
won one.
One against Antonio Conte. Then one against Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp. That's 3.
Okay.
So 3.
Yeah,
so
3.
Both of you can understand that.
All right. Wait, back.
I mean, we're not talking about NPFL here, but we'll talk about NPFL also very soon. But the only change I am seeing here. Maybe we should be expecting a breaking news after the FA Cup.
For who?
For Manchester United. For sacking of Erik ten Hag.
That is not.
And if it's fired,
it's not even a breaking news.
You are a Man U fan, right?
I don't see that as a breaking news.
That is not even coming. That is not even coming.
You don't see Erik ten Hag being fired?
No.
Even if he wins, and even if he loses,
I feel like putting my money on this.
Okay, let's do this.
Ratcliffe did an interview two weeks ago when Manchester United women were facing Chelsea in the last round of fixtures of women.
Yeah, that was last week now.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and he was asked that because that was exactly after the Crystal Palace game. And you know when Man United lose games like that, it feels like crisis is coming. When you lose 4 away from home, I remember Liverpool conceding 7 against Aston Villa, and the crisis. But every time Man United lose, it is like hell is coming down. And it's always like that because this is Manchester United. Every pressman wants to write about Manchester United. So all the news that you are hearing here and there about Erik ten Hag losing his job it's normal for you to read such. But now, the Ratcliffe was interviewed 2 weeks ago, and he said they want to change everything at Manchester United, but not the manager right now. They believe that the environment needs to change because great managers has came in and they have failed. Talking about Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, these men are...
I need to get something here. You said some managers have come in and they failed. Will you say that Jose Mourinho failed with Manchester United?
They didn't fail because they failed because the structure of the
club. Yeah, that is what Ratcliffe was actually pointing at. That the environment is wrong. So what they need to do, they plan to do now is change everything except for the manager. Let's give him a structure and let's see what he can do come next season. So whatever you are reading now, I believe is just a mere speculations. Do you get? Because if he's going to get sacked, he should have been sacked not after the FA Cup. He should have been sacked prior to the FA Cup, prior to the end of the season. That is what I know Manchester United to do. They couldn't hold on for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is in Manchester United. They sacked him prior to the end of the season, just like Tottenham did, sacking Jose Mourinho to the cup final. So I'm expecting if Man United will go to sack everything.
That was the worst decision from Tottenham Hotspur about Jose Mourinho.
At least he will have
at least come up and want something. Yes, but hey, you also look at the players as well. Maybe there's lack of belief, because if you heard what the coach of Tottenham Hotspur said, I mean, was it against Manchester City? Was it against Arsenal and against Manchester City, saying that the foundation is wrong. There's something wrong with the foundation of the team.
Mourinho said it. Conte said it. Now Postecoglou said it as well. So that they're just playing for playing sake. They don't have any focus.
I will have accepted what Jose Mourinho said, accepted what Antonio Conte said. I think Antonio Conte left the job himself because he couldn't get the signings that he wanted. But what Mate is saying, I call him Mate.
Postecoglou?
Yeah, I call him Mate. I think that man talks too much. I think it.
When you go for pre-match, post-match, you have to talk as a manager.
No. I said too much. I'm not saying he shouldn't talk. He talks too much. Okay, now you've lost out of your 6 games prior to the Man City game. Tottenham Hotspur has lost 5. Arsenal has scored you 6 or 5. Prior to that game, you are now ranting because Tottenham Hotspur lost 2-1 against Manchester City. What are you trying to do? It is now against Man City that you now realize that the team lost focus. What is he trying to prove? Well, he wants to put the blame on the players when he has been losing all this while.
He's not even playing on the players, he's playing on the management.
He's now
You know what he said now? Just reminded me of a particular thing. You're a mumu man. You can never make it. Alright, this is 141, and well, updates coming from the Spanish La Liga clash between Osasuna and Villarreal. Osasuna is leading Villarreal 1-0, 42 minutes of action in this one, and we keep looking and monitoring games here. It was Bodimir who scored in the 31st minute of the encounter. Remember, more games still going down today in the Spanish La Liga. Remember, we also told you about Italian Serie A and more on the show this afternoon. Solo for Jolasho Henry and the other man, let me quickly check his name. That should be Emric Paulo Adeyinka. We've gotten your messages and we'll surely get back to you for the airtime and data. I mean, being the first 2 people to join the show live. More data, more airtime to give away on the show today. Longman, your Shooting Stars colleague, sorry, your Shooting Stars fan mate. I hope she can join live to share her airtime. But this one, right? All right, guys, go back to the music box, and when we come back, we talk more. Remember, we've got tennis games going down. We had the NBA final in the Western Conference also that also went down. I mean, it's series, right? We look at that as well on the show this afternoon. Same as Formula One. Do not go anywhere.
I love DJ Oasis.
No be true. All the things they talk about me no be true. Them be saying all the
Which team you want to vote for?
If the future met you, I will lost and found. Baby boo, I got you.
That's our new vote.
And if they ask me, I will tell them, say, not you, no other baby, but you. Baby, shake it.
But you also need to look at the but if you can accept the remember the last one, I think there was a game that
DJ Owens.
So that was the game that made their manager not start him in the World Cup in the following round and they lost. He didn't start the yeah. Because they scored that was normally they don't like to play for everybody.
I make no ties. I see your eyes. You will do anything to have me in your life. You're in control. You're in my soul. I think I'm losing my mind. You got me alone. I will let it Oshingo, Otito, Motifo Sara, Motingo, Motimbambala, Otito. She stands, it's magic. How can you take my soul? You can't have it. You put a spell on me. You put a spell on me. I don't know so. What you got? You put a spell on me. I don't know so. What you got?
I don't dumpy, I don't dirty. We got this auntie, wake up best money. Other than really, oh, do me look. Now, so this brother, pointing the finger. I said, a brother, today, wake up my mama. Timba no boy, but you feel like you like cigar. Don't be so motivated, you're supposed to go see that.
Everybody wants to dominate, but the time to dominate. When the dad dominant will reduce, even for everybody like to be you should never add it to
the generation cruise for me, why you? When I'm with them, too. Come on, I'll pay anything I say, cause I lay on cruise. I don't ask you to, cause me, I'm there, me, I feel good. Give me one shot or two. I thought if I go for you, I'll go skip. Already, I didn't make shallow. Already, I didn't make shallow. Already, I didn't make shallow. One time for the babes I put on the premium flex. I'm also at the flex, now you, I really like flex. I tell you something you do like, see no one let. I know they really like flex. Oh yeah, we just want sex, I keep that girl.
As if you pay someone to stay back, you go fire them later. You don't even fire them, just wait, just hire someone else for the job. A German, not even just as money as they able to carry. Regardless, fire before you hire that place, just fire them. Now why? If your manager take decision to come out, you don't blame them.
he get part two. I know say you dey feel me, so no go dey mess up. Girl, you dey reason me one kind, any day, baby. Any day, baby. Now cash where you want, I go way below. Girl, if you ever from my hand, that thing go change me. You say it go change me. If I go ever love you, now baby. Oh, if I ever want you, girl,
I love DJ OX.
Baby, romance me. Let's go. Baby, romance me. Mommy.
I'm your mother, I'm your boo. Because the bucket of it too. And I must shine my 32 when I see you. Hey, I go come again. Anytime you call my name, I go outside. Body wake up. Now what I bump for me. Go call your father, I call your mother, You fight for me head to your shoes. What do you want I could do? Now that body don't be move. Yeah, carry your mother for head. I'm gonna use that on my brain. That body don't be move. You said no, say you bad. You dey overtake. I guess you have to give up. Come and chop and get up. I done nothing to you. Nobody do it you. Oh yeah, give me smart. Oh, they take a good pretty guy. Nobody feel do you like me. Baby, I sit down on the money. Find to the base, make me jolly. Going. Pop with the pop in the belly. Baby, you can sit down on
151 from Solutions 93.9 FM here in the city of Ibadan. And still Saturday Sports Safari. More sounds coming from the mixes of DJ Olex on the ones and twos. Well, now let's look at more updates on the show. Let's quickly go straight and look at updates coming from the world of tennis here. And looking at Lyon Open. Same as the final of the Geneva Open, Casper Ruud, who earlier today defeated Flavio Cobolli 1-6-6-1-7-6, is going into the final to battle Themis Makak. Remember, it was a disappointing outing for Novak Djokovic. That should be yesterday because a lot of people felt like, okay, Djokovic looks strong enough, but he lost against Themis Makak, losing the first and the last set. Djokovic lost 4-6 in the first set, won the second set 6-love, and fell in the last set 1-6. Now looking at someone who defeated Djokovic, maybe looks strong enough and even being able to rest enough to face his opponent in the final of the Geneva Open. Yes, we know the likes of Andy Murray lost very early in the game, and it is going to be the final between Makak and Casper Ruud, although the experience of Casper Ruud can come to play here. But looking at the Lyon Open, the final is going down. Themis Seshaveri against Giovanni Mpetshi. Well, Lyon Open, the doubles, Harry Heliovara teamed up with Harry Patton to beat Yuki Bambri and Albano Olivetti 3-6, 7-6, 10-8. Remember Daniel Collins' match against Madison Keys by 2-5. But should have started. We don't know the reason for the delay. But remember, it is going to be a top battle come this starting from tomorrow and going down the next few days in the French Open men's singles. And by the way, we also heard that Serena Williams, she was trying to show us that she's likely going to come out of retirement. Remember, I told you people that if any athlete says he or she is retiring, when money comes, you understand. But if you were to be Serena Williams, if you were to be Serena Williams' husband, will you advise her to come back to tennis?
I won't allow her to come back.
Why?
Not more advice. I won't allow her to come back.
Okay.
Because I think she has gone past her time. She just go and rest.
Okay. But what if money is involved?
Forget about money. Money can come from any other source, but from tennis, she should just go and rest because she's embarrassing and disgracing herself. So you just go and rest.
Long man.
Serena loves what she did while she was in the game, and I won't want to stop her if I'm her husband. Because this is what she loves to do. This is what she has been doing before she met me.
She go and practice. She not go come for tournament. Let her go and play for charity. Let her go and pray. play
But
like
wait,
that.
Longman said something. This is what she has been doing before.
She met me. Like, if I'm her husband now, she gets. So I want to stop her. This is what she loves doing.
But what if they keep beating her blue black?
That is her career. If she enjoys the defeat, that's her career. At least it's Serena Williams, not Serena Animation. So at least it's still her name. Go on.
She has had this in her career.
Yeah.
Then she should just go and rest. She should go and rest because the few.
Now you are advising her.
The few bad results.
Now you are advising her.
Yes, I'm advising her.
The one you said earlier was you won't allow her.
I won't allow her.
Because you're her husband. No,
I'm not. I'm not in the space. I'm not in the space of her husband now.
Okay,
as
now as a fan, I will advise her too.
I will advise her she just go and àti ìdàlà tẹ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ she now come and feel it bad.
Ó kàn bójú wa jẹ́ ni.
Come and feel it bad that tó ti ṣe sẹ́lẹ̀ jẹ́.
Okay, just like what Andy Murray is going through right now, right?
Exactly.
Andy Murray was like the best of the best back then. He even became a star.
I feel like when you're an athlete, it's you live when the
ovation is loudest.
The ovation is loudest because you look at great people in their career. Look at the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson. Look at what Toni Kroos is doing presently, saying I'm not doing it again.
I'm expecting Kinyo Chimate.
Modric. You mean look at Modric, right? No, because he's enjoying the game.
I think Modric will be 40 by. Was it next year?
You know, I look at a picture of Andres Iniesta yesterday. I was like, what's this man still doing?
I don't understand. Iniesta will be 42.
What's he doing? It's like, thank God you are an European. If you are from America now, like say, okay, Brazilians, Argentines, they are poor.
South Americans, yeah.
Yeah, South Americans. I'll have said, okay, these guys are poor. But you are from Spain. Why are you playing in 40?
Maybe because they don't have anything to fall back to. It is not every player that can become a manager at the end of the day.
I don't see Iniesta becoming a good manager.
Oh,
it's too soft.
Lionel Messi?
No. Messi cannot be.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldo cannot be.
No, Ronaldo has said he's not going to be a manager. I said
maybe a club owner.
After football, he just wants to go and enjoy his life.
If Ronaldo should become a manager,
probably a club owner. Yeah, because I see him as a businessman.
That will problem because the way he drives himself to good better. You try to drill his player like that.
He already see himself as someone that cannot even do it. So he already said
because of aggression.
Yeah. So he felt after football, it is just
the passion.
Probably
to do well.
A David Beckham style. Probably buy a football club and then sponsor and do stuff like that. But manager, Ronaldo, yellow foul. Okay. Yeah, Andres Messi, maybe.
Messi can't.
Okay, maybe Messi is too cool to be a manager. But Kola Joffrey, I don't know if he has watched Lionel Messi's game in the MLS. Kola Joffrey, thank you for joining us. Good afternoon. And what time is it in US this morning? This afternoon in Nigeria.
Currently in my time zone, it is 8:57 a.m.
8:57. This is 1:57 here.
Should we send Ogianakara to you? Let's send Ogianakara to you.
Now, did you hear what Alvin said? He said he wants to send Ogianakara to you so that he can use that to balance.
Is it Ogi Baba? Because
yellow, you like I be white.
That's the one I like.
You like yellow or Baba or white? Coco.
It's Baba I like.
Okay, so maybe you can take that before the Manchester City's FA Cup final going down in Wembley Stadium. But we were discussing about some players who may become better managers. Yes, we saw Finidi George, who is the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We still talk about that team list. We saw Xavi, who managed Barcelona, but we'll still talk about what happened to him, what Barcelona did to disrespect. Maybe some call that disrespect, or maybe he should have left.
What he did to himself.
Oh, maybe what he did to himself. But
what do you mean by what he did to himself?
But wait, Kolajo, if you were to, with what you saw, have you seen Lionel Messi play so far since he joined the MLS?
Yeah, I've seen a number of their games.
Okay. Live?
The MLS is live. Yeah.
Okay.
No, none of the live games.
Okay. All right, so.
But hopefully this summer, definitely.
Okay, so now let's talk about, you saw David Beckham, a man who is managing football. Do you think Lionel Messi can be a coach or a successful club owner or a partnership owner?
I think he can be a successful club owner, but I don't think he'll be a successful manager. As a manager, you can't be conservative, and I think Lionel Messi is too conservative. So I wonder how he's going to pass information across, how he's going to relate to his players, how he's going to motivate them. So I think, and you could see that when he was captain of Barcelona the last 3-4 4 or 5 years before he left, he really struggled with communicating with the young guys, the other guys in the team, and I think that's definitely going to translate, to his managerial career as well. So I don't think he'll be a great manager at all.
So now, what went wrong with Xavi? If you were to be Xavi right now, if you were to be Xavi, because he's going to take his last game, right, as a coach of Barcelona, Hansi Flick to be hired, and Xavi already fired, right? And do we call that fired? But his contract will not be extended. He's leaving Barcelona. This man announced that he'll be leaving at the end of the season. He was begged, he stayed back, and then they announced a new manager. How would you have felt if you were to be Xavi?
Honestly, I think there's more to it than meets the eye. I really think there's some politics going on that we don't know about between Xavi, the Barcelona board, and Joan Laporta. So I really don't know what the issue is, but I know there's more to it than meets the eye. Because how does a coach come out to say, "I'm leaving this club at the end of the season"? You persuade said coach to stay back for a couple more years. The coach agrees, and you're coming at the end of the season to say, "Oh," and it's not like their position before then got worse. By the time the rumors came out, they were out of the Champions League contention. Yep. They already knew that there was no way they could win the Spanish La Liga. So the position didn't change, the situation didn't change. So what was the prerequisite for this kind of decision to be made? So I definitely think there's some politics. There's some politics involving money, severance package, and things like that involved in the difference in decision whether he decides to leave on mutual terms or mutual agreement and him being fired. I think there's some politics in there.
Rumor has it that he disrespected Laporta and Barcelona entirely, because there was this press conference he did where he said Real Madrid, Barcelona is not ready to compete with Real Madrid next season, because if they are going to compete with Real Madrid, they need to make some signings like Real Madrid are doing. So Laporta felt disrespected. That why should you be competing?
Do you call that a disrespect? I don't think that is disrespect. That may be speaking the truth.
Laporta always feels disrespected. I think since he took over as the new president of the board in Barcelona, I think he always has issues with one person or another. If he's not a player, same thing happened with Messi before he left. So he would always feel disrespected, because people will always have things to say. You don't expect it to be a rubber stamp sort of government. You don't expect it to be people to just be at your beck and call because you're the president of the club. So I don't think that's being disrespectful. I think he's speaking the truth and saying things as it really is. We have the same thing with Erik ten Hag and Manchester United right now. Him coming out today to say, "Oh, the club is not ready to challenge for titles. Even if we make the signing of a new striker, new midfielder, new defender, the aim of the club for next season will still be to fight for top four." So you can see that there's truth in it, and everybody can see. So I don't think that's disrespecting Laporta himself. He didn't disrespect Laporta with that statement. He's talking about the current situation of Barcelona.
Okay.
So I don't think that's enough reason to get him fired. Again, I would say there's some politics involved that we don't know. Different powers are played that we don't know. But I think it's disrespectful the way the situation.
They didn't expect him to say it out in the press conference. I think that might be the EU. That is an inner EU. They have the EU that they don't have money. They don't have the power fire to compete with Real Madrid. So I think they believe he should have said that inside.
Okay, in a board meeting, a review meeting.
You shouldn't have just come out and say we want to be like Real Madrid.
Okay.
Real Madrid is their direct rival. So saying we want to be like Real Madrid, you have to make signings like Real Madrid, comparing yourself to Real Madrid. There is this thing that was flying around 2 days ago when we see the 9 to 5 job reason, we do criteria. Chelsea need to hire a new manager, and they are saying
like Man City,
Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta. It's felt disrespectful. Like if Chelsea is saying they want to hire a manager, like Mikel Arteta.
All right, now because now we're focusing on managerial positions. Hansi Flick is the man being touted to take over
after beating us 8-2.
Okay.
You see,
Maybe
Not
man,
be,
I understand.
not be as if Flick beats back at 8-2.
It dey happen.
I-
No be all the players dey now.
I hate to believe this.
But Kolajo, Hansi Flick is a manager that understands German football. Do we say German football is different from Spanish football? Sure. The reason Robert Lewandowski is not really hitting it well compared to when he was in Bayern. And well, very soon we'll also talk about a man who is likely to take over a job in Bayern, a man who relegated with what's the name? Burnley. But we'll talk about that. But Kolajo, let me quickly get your take before I go to Alvin and Longman. For Hansi Flick.
Honestly, I think Hansi Flick's brand of football will translate into Spain. I think he plays the heavy metal football that that's paramount with most Dutch coaches, likes of Jurgen Klopp, and co. So Marco Rose and the likes. So I think his football will definitely translate in the Spanish game. It's a mix of tactical, football and heavy metal. So I think it will definitely translate in the current Spanish game, given as that's the sort of setup that we see with Real Madrid these days, the very dynamic, fluid setup that they have going on. So I think it will definitely translate. The issue now is the personnel that he has to work with.
Yes.
The tools at his disposal right now is not the same tools that he had to work with when he won the treble with Bayern Munich. So it's a totally different ball game now. It's a totally different setup. The only player that is probably familiar with right now is the person of Robert Lewandowski. It's a totally different, sort of pressure at Barcelona and FC Bayern. They are both big clubs, but you can't compare the pressure at Barcelona to Bayern. It's not the same. So I'm definitely looking forward to how he handles the job, given the crisis, the internal crisis that Barcelona themselves are facing. Because see, there's more to it that meets the eye with Barcelona and Manchester United, and especially these two clubs, especially right now. It's more than just the football that is being played on the pitch. There's so much going on in the back room that's affecting the performance, that's affecting how the club is being run, that's affecting so many other things. So I really hope that all this will be cleared before he comes in and takes over the job, because that setup currently is built in a way that anybody that comes into it will fail. And that's the same thing with the Manchester United job right now. The setup is built for anybody that comes in to fail. Okay. So I really hope. He's a great tactician, great coach, great gaffer, but the setup at Barcelona currently is built for even the best of tacticians to fail.
Because before they always say that Barcelona, even if an NPFL manager gets to Barcelona, he will win title.
That was before now.
That was before in the 90s.
Let's say even the 2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm no. It's a figure of speech, and we're in the 90s. But we are far gone now. We are that Stone Age.
What's in law far?
I'm not even sure.
We are in the world of AI now.
Oh shit! By the way, have you seen Atlas? Because Atlas dropped yesterday is a combination of AI and Jennifer Lopez doing something better in that movie. And okay, so let's talk about. Let me go to Alvin. For Alvin, looking at the decision of Bayern to bring in Vincent Kompany. If they only say that you're as good as your last job, right? But do you think Vincent Kompany should be the better man to take over the job right there in Germany? I mean, in Bayern.
It is quite ridiculous sacking Tuchel for Kompany. Who does that? If the company that's relegated, fine. He came up with Burnley to the PPL, and that same season he went to relegation with the likes of what's his name? This arrogant player,
Rex Barkley?
Bellamy.
Oh, Bellamy, yeah.
And the likes. His coaching crew. So they went back to relegation almost immediately. So why? I don't.
Maybe a Premier League that is very competitive. We don't see a competitive league in the Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga is becoming competitive as well. We have Bayer Leverkusen coming up. We have Borussia Dortmund coming up, and other teams like that.
Also, can we say it's now competitive, or because Bayern was not at par with other teams this season? I mean, it's just
Bayern played the way they used to play every damn season. Bayern Leverkusen was just extraordinary.
No, I wouldn't say they played the way they used to.
No,
play.
the figures.
There are some games.
I have the figures that back it.
There are some games that Bayern lose.
I have the figures that back it. If you go and check the last 5, 6, 7 seasons, that Bayern has won the title. They've always won with 78, 80, 76, 75, 71, 74 points. And that is the same point they had this season. But Bayern Leverkusen had 89, 90 plus because they were extraordinary. It's not that every other team doesn't challenge Bayern Munich, but they are not just good. It's not that Bayern Munich is extraordinary. They do what they know how to do, which is we know that by the time we have acquired 75 points, we are going to win the league. Others behind us are mumu.
And they will be around 60 something.
No,
I mean the second compared to last season, I think it was a close gap. Not this currently, the last season.
They still had their usual 70 plus.
72 points for Bayern Munich this season.
They won title with 72 points.
Stuttgart finished second with 73 points. Bayer Leverkusen finished with 90 points.
So the only difference with this season and the other is because others buckled up. It's like in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger, when you have 75 points, you're actually going to win the league. But look at it now. If you want to fight for the league, you have to aim for 90 in the English Premier League. So it's because someone has came and changed everything. So the way Bayern Leverkusen has come now, Alonso, and I think that is why Bayern Munich is looking at Vincent Kompany. Say, okay, if Bayern Leverkusen can do it with Xabi Alonso, we can actually do it with a young lad like Vincent Kompany. Xabi Alonso doesn't have the experience. He has never matched anywhere.
But with the German mafia in that team, I don't see him. With the likes of Thomas Muller.
I was looking at one of the videos of him talking to Burnley players in the dressing room. I was like, is this how this guy go and talk to
Burnley finished with
Thomas Muller?
Wait now. Burnley finished 20. They finished with 24 points in the English Premier League.
I don't understand.
They have lesser points than games played. Even if they play one point 38 times,
they won just 5 matches, and they lost.
But on the good side, forget about the stats, forget about the figures, forget about everything. If you watch Burnley play, you see a style of play. Let them play against Man City, let them play against Chelsea, let them play against Liverpool. You see this team dominating. But you can actually see that it's because they lack quality to actually execute the plan of Vincent Kompany. He's going to go to Bayern Munich team, and I'm thinking he's going to do it. But fight for the title again, go find the Champions League. He has never been there before. He's going to
this fact from me. Vincent Kompany cannot win.
They are paying.
Is his company going to fold up?
Will he win? Vincent Kompany cannot have the the dressing room to his side when he gets to Bayern.
But he has won titles. So
and if you are failing in the dressing room, definitely you fail on the pitch.
He won titles as a manager, so he won the championship last season. Hold on. Championship in England is the same thing. In fact, it can be compared to Bundesliga. Okay. The title race is very, very close. Bundesliga is a farmers league. But the only difference here is that the pressure is going to be different. Marcus Alonso was able to do what he did this season because he has no pressure. Nobody's expecting him.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, sorry, Xabi Alonso. Nobody's expecting him to do what he is doing. He saved Leverkusen from going to relegation a few months ago. So saying he wants to go and fight for the title is not. Nobody's asking you to go and win us title. Even give us top 4 will be top 4. But if you are going to Bayern Munich, they are used to these things. This is one of the reasons why Man United has problems with some of their managers. Man United forgets that they are no more a big club. Man United is no more a big club. So and they are expecting the Sir Alex Ferguson,
the old glory days.
And the old glory days. You have to sit back and say, okay, where is our...
Okay, so that means you have like a body of Escalade and you have engine of Napep. You know, I know Kola just a man. Kola, can you balance that description? Having a body of Escalade and having engine of Napep. That is how Man U is.
These days, they're upgrading 1995 Mercedes to Kia 2020. So
I'm telling you, that's the reality. So I like
anything can be upgraded.
So you are laughing at Bayern Munich trying to sign Vincent Kompany, but nobody is talking about Manchester United and Chelsea fighting head to head to sign McKenna.
We are still getting to that part. We are still getting to that part, guys.
I honestly, I think those are just rumors and hearsay for now. I think it will be utterly dumb for any of both clubs to go for. And I'm not doubting the tactical prowess of Kieran McKenna. I mean, he was assistant coach at Manchester United for a couple years. he took Ipswich, 2 tiers above, and now they are playing in the Premier League next season. I do not doubt his tactical prowess one bit, but it is very premature. And for jobs like this, and I was hearing the other comments, and I don't think Vincent Kompany is tactically inept. I think I like the style of football he plays. He mirrors, Pep Guardiola a lot, but he needed to be one thing that makes great coaches is flexibility. You have to be flexible as a coach. Pep Guardiola came into the league looking to play a certain brand of tiki-taka, but if you notice, the tiki-taka Guardiola currently plays in the Premier League is not the same tiki-taka I was playing in Bayern and with Barcelona, because he realized that the pace in the Premier League is different. So to control the pace, to switch the game to your own taste, you have to be flexible, and that's why he started employing the 3 at the back with one defender inverting in the person of John Stones. He changed it up again. So you have to be flexible. He brought in pacey wingers in the person of Jeremy Doku when he saw that Jack Grealish wasn't doing it for him anymore. They are looking to get in Lucas Paqueta for next season. So you can see that he's changing it up, packing the midfield, playing 2 strikers. You need to be flexible as a manager. Okay. Sometimes you need to be direct. So I think the issue that Kompany would have, one, is being flexible in the Bundesliga. And like someone rightly said, I don't know who said it, but the points Bayern had this season would have been enough to beat Bayern last season to the title. So it's not really about winning the league or whatever. I think the major goal for Bayern every year, they always feel like the league is sealed. The major goal for Bayern every year is to go far in the Champions League or possibly win it. I think that's their major goal. Okay. And I don't doubt Kompany's tactical prowess. The only issue I have with him is how he manages the dressing room, because that dressing room is bigger than Kompany. You can't be shouting at Thomas Müller and telling him he's my fucking. He will show you his treble. He will show you his 2 treble, his treble medals. He will show you all his Champions League trophies and everything, all his Champions League medals, and tell you what's your own pedigree. How you won 3 Premier League titles, and so it's more than just knowing tactics, knowing how to draw plays on the board, on the whiteboard, and telling them, you inverted fullback, you play as a messiah. You play as a messiah. You need to be able to merge and manage the personality in these teams. Okay. You need to be able to manage egos. So that's one place I know he would really, really struggle.
Okay. Now,
with this Bayern team.
Okay, now Kolaji, let's go on a break, guys. Let's go on a break, and when we come back, we talk more. We have the team list for the FA Cup between Manchester United and Manchester City, and where things may go wrong for either of the 2 sides going into the final of the FA Cup, and who gets the title this time around. I think we have 2 people already supporting Man City. I don't know if Kolaji will be supporting Man City or we're backing the side.
Who are the 2 supporting Man City?
You and Avin.
With my
be very, very careful what you say.
Sọ fún ọ̀pọ̀ dá ẹ lójú, ìrì ló jẹ́ máa lọ fọ́n àwà fún ẹ. Ibikíbi tó àṣà mọ́ pa wá pẹ̀lú ẹ. Ìwọ ló ló ní pàdé FCMB wà fún ẹ. Ìwọ ló ló ní ọ̀la ti dájú. Ìwọ máa ṣọlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú FCMB. Ìwọ ló ló ní ọ̀la ti dájú. Ìwọ máa ṣọlẹ̀. Bàbá ọ̀tá tó síbẹ̀ ó pàdé ọwọ́ máa ṣọlẹ̀ ọ̀la ti dájú pẹ̀lú FCMB.
FCMB, èmi àti pọ́ǹkì mi.
Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprises. Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprises. Oríṣiríṣi àràǹbádà furniture láti kó wọlé bíbà látòkè òkun. Àtàwọn tá à ń ṣe ńlẹ̀ yìí nílé ìtajà wa. Constable bed, complete set, dining set, kitchen cabinet, interior decorations, office furnitures wà lóríṣiríṣi. Lówó tí ò ga jara lọ. Ẹ kàn sí wa lónìí. Olú ilé ìtajà Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprises wà ní shop number AA 18-20 Railway Shopping Complex off Alẹ́sìlọ́yẹ̀ Market Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀ka wá wà ní shop number A 8-11 Railway Shopping Line by Alárùbọ́sà Junction Ìyágàkú Railway Crossing Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ Way beside Odùwọ̀yè Filling Station Ìgbọ̀nà area Òṣogbo. Telephone 0706-225-2649 tàbí 0802-303-0550. Irúfẹ́ fọ́níṣọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fẹ́ Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprises ni ẹ ti wá rọjú lọ́wọ́.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transform. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Látọjọ́ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rẹ̀ electronics níléeṣẹ́ R Ọlábàmíjì Multiventures ẹni mo ti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ àdáwọ́ gbogbo ìgbà sórí àwọn electronics ìgbàrọ̀gùdù ìwọ náà yéé mu lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì mọ́ kán yé tẹ́lẹ̀ bẹ̀rí ẹsẹ̀ electronics fún ọ ibẹ̀ ló ti rí àwọn televisions lóríṣiríṣi fridge àti freezer air conditioner àti gbogbo àwọn èlò yòókù tí ń lo náà tí wọ́n ń lò nínú ilé àbí lọ́fíìsì gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ jẹ́ àgbàṣeṣe pátá R Ọlábàmíjì Multiventures ní ẹjẹ́ kan supply gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ lò tó jẹ́ electronics ojúlówó ni tiwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ láti ṣe installation á tún fún yín ní guarantee lórí àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wa olúléeṣẹ́ R Ọlábàmíjì Multiventures wà nọ́mbà 35 ọba adébíyìnrò first gbági market ìbàdàn showroom wọn wà ní nọ́mbà 10 Safo building ládojúkọ Union Bank Lebanon street nìbàdàn branch office wà ní nọ́mbà 3 Gbàdàmọ́sí complex ìwòrò nìbàdàn 08033250185 àti 0805-779-0041 dídẹ̀ confam làwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá rà lọ́dọ̀.
It is your weekend radio station, baby.
It's Saturday Sports Safari.
You've been looking for a lover, baby, look no further. Me, I did for you. You go find no other, we go love you better. Me be the man for you. Yeah, I no get time to play silly games, so inside life I just want to be there. I know the things you like. When you come around, you want to feel at home in my big shirt and boxers. Oh, big shirt and boxers. In my big shirt and boxers. Oh, when me singing do-re-mi, making memories in my big shirt and boxers. Oh, you can have it if you want it, I go buy another one. Cause I just want to live for you. I go be the shoulder you fit cry on. Cause this world is really cruel. Let me I go wipe the tears for you. Yeah, them don't use lies to take job and give my soul. Me I want to build something where feel like so. Love will no go die. Stand the test of time. You can spend the night in my big shell and boxers. Oh, me and you, kilo day, killer day, killer you. Loving but you don't judge. Okay, black t-shirt, nothing underneath. Mommy sweat, go back to the beat. You
already know how it be in the sheets. Credibility, 100 on the streets. Come back before me, keep back before me. Come back before our people to fellow. Money software, keep back to see
Brand new one, Dr. Deity featuring Reminisce Babafosa himself in the song Big Shirt and Boxers, live on Solutions 93.9 FM here in the city of Ibadan. And the video of that song was directed by Phoebe Asemude. I mean, she is going places. Alright, so let's see who's directing the team to win this FA Cup this afternoon. In the next few minutes, the teams will be fighting out. But let's just quickly look at the team list. For Manchester City, we have Ortega in goal. Remember, the goalkeeper for Manchester City has been ruled out of the season. Walker, Stones, Nathan Ake, Vardiel, Rodrigo, Kovacic, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Haaland. That's the first 11 for Manchester City. And for the subs, we have Carson Diaz, Grealish, Doku, Alvarez, Akanji, Nunes, Bob, and Lewis. And these young players are even going to the Euros. And they are dropping the likes of, what's the name of your Rashford? Okay, now let's look at Manchester United this afternoon. The team to face Manchester City. We have Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka at the back, Varane, who's leaving at the end of the season, Martinez back, Dalot, Maino, Amrabat, McTominay, Fernandes, Garnacho, Rashford. For the subs, we've got Binder, Lindelof, Mount, Hotland, Ericsson, Diallo, Camp, Bwala, Anthony, and Evans. So, we're looking at this team list. Sports Wikipedia, long man, with this team list. Is Manchester United good to go? Because I was saying it earlier before going on a break. I said, well, two people in the studio already backing Manchester United to win, but does this look like a team that is going to beat Manchester City?
And does this look like a team that is going to be Manchester City? Quality-wise, it does not, because every ramification, regardless of Henderson not being in goal for Manchester City, we all know that even if he's fit, it is still Ortega that will keep the final. He was in goal for the FA Cup final last season as well, because it's like their second goalkeeper that keeps these cup games like Sir Alex does in his days. So look at Manchester City and look at Manchester United. It's like this quality-wise, Man City has everything, but sometimes hard work beats talent. So I feel like if this Manchester United squad are ready to save Erik ten Hag's job and the future of Manchester United, they have to just make sure hard work beats talent.
Let me come in. You said hard work. Where is the hard work coming from?
Let me just be true. Now give it to me.
Where is the hard work coming from?
We have the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Alejandro Garnacho. I don't like the fact that Marcus Rashford is starting ahead of Hamad Diallo.
You are out of 11 players. 2 are hardworking, so
I'm still counting, bro. No, don't put me there. Okay. We have the homegrown player like Scott McTominay that will always play his heart out for Manchester United. Likes of Kobe Mainoo, Diogo Dalot, who was Manchester United player of the season, and the likes of Lisandro Martinez. We all know how hardworking Lisandro is. Varane is just
Lisandro that was still coming from injury.
We all talking about hard work now. Kai now talking.
Okay. Now, I'll compare this team to the Euro 2012 Spain, Italy.
That should be 2020.
2012. This 2012.
Well, that should be 2020 or 2020 or 2016.
I think it's 2012. We still have Iniesta and Xavi for Spain then.
Okay. 2012. Yeah.
2012. People are saying. And the people will dictate with it. I will tell them that it is the ball that we don't have with him.
Now he will get. Now he go use now.
Now they are hardworking. It is the ball they see they will be hardworking on.
They say na ball wey keep passing, na they catch, and na the ball where you go see, na you go take the hard working.
Last season, Manchester City won the treble, and they find it hard to defeat Manchester United at Wembley Stadium in the FA Cup final. Yeah, it was 2-1, but you could see that the game was on par, and I'm expecting something more great from Manchester United this afternoon.
So your scoreline?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just being hopeful. As a Manchester United fan, I'm being hopeful, but then I'm saying I was winning 2-1.
2-1. All right.
We will defend with all our life.
Okay. Remember, most of these players, some players want to participate with their teams in Europe, right? I mean, for the Euro 2024. Let me just quickly go. Alvin, your prediction.
On my way to Mount has not won his past 6 games at Wembley. Make him no play at all. He's on the bench.
Alvin, your prediction.
Well, let me see.
Don't say anything that hurts me, Alvin. Don't worry, we'll get you water.
3-1.
3-1 in favor of Man City.
Down hot.
Kolajo, let's get your prediction as a Man U fan.
Every Manchester United fan should please first go and eat before this match starts. Please make sure you eat, make sure you drink water, because like I always say, it's the hope that kills. See, hope is very funny. You remember the last show I was on, and I was telling you about Arsenal fans and hope. You see how they had hope up until the 90th minute, the last minute of the season. They were hoping on a miracle.
On West Ham,
when you are too hopeful, you become hopeless.
So hope will kill you. Hope will kill you faster. I'm telling you, hope will kill you faster than anything. So please go and eat. Okay. Drink water. Drink whatever you want to drink.
Advice taken. Thank you.
My prediction as a Manchester United lifelong fan myself, I would always back my team. You know that. But hope is not funny. So I just want to let you know that City is going to win that game. 2-0.
2-0.
Just go and book it, check it, talk to your baba, talk to your pastor, talk to your cleric.
Okay.
2-0.
2-0.
Manchester
If they are going to beat us 2-0, make the shot score for first half, so that the hope will die from my body.
Mount is in the starting lineup.
He's not in the starting lineup. He's in the bench.
Even on the bench.
He's in the match day squad. Sorry, is a problem. The fact that Mount made the match day squad is a problem, because if he's in the match day squad, just know you can't win at Wembley. Don't bother yourself.
Okay.
So just every Manchester United fan, please. I'm sorry, and to myself too, I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's get the message.
Let's thank God for life.
Pastor Kola just being thanking God for life even before the match. All right, Joel Osho Henry on Facebook is saying, I don't want to hear Nick Batty Manchester City all the way. Even though Manchester United want to win all their even if Man U wants to win, all their Godfather Chelsea and Newcastle fans will not rest. Wow, Man U fans confirming that they will lose. That is it. It is what it is, right? Okay, now, the next manager I want to talk about this afternoon, before we talk about Coach Finidi George's team list, is Mauricio Pochettino. This man is no longer with Chelsea. I know you never knew I was going there, right? Alvin. But, if and only if Todd Boehly had allowed Mauricio Pochettino stay with Chelsea till the end, for next season, where do you think we'll be seeing Chelsea, Longman?
Yeah, I feel like I want to blame the both sides, talking about the sack of Mauricio Pochettino. You see, I remember Nagelsmann rejecting the Chelsea job last summer because they don't want to buy into what he wants. So he said, I don't want. So
Luis Enrique as well.
Say, I don't want. Now, you accepted this job. I don't know why you accepted the job. You accepted the job. Then you did well to the end of the season, and you start asking for what was not in the agreements before, which is, I want to have a say in transfer. This is what they didn't agree with Luis Enrique and Julian Nagelsmann, and that's why they said they cannot take the Chelsea job. You cannot just go and be bringing players for us. In the summer last season, during the preseason, the pressman was telling Pochettino that you signed Cole Palmer. What do you think about the player? He was like, who is Cole Palmer? How will a board go and sign a player without the consent of the manager? But then you accepted the job.
Yes, exactly.
Now to the end of the season, you now start because you felt I've taken you to Europe. 3 managers took you to 12 last season. Only me take you to Euro this season. So now I have the right to talk. So and they were like, if you cannot agree with us, that is the door, and that's why they agree to go. So I feel like I won't be blaming Todd Bowley and Egali, whatever, and I'm not going to be blaming Mauricio Pochettino for going out of that door. But if there's someone I'm going to point the finger at, it's still Mauricio Pochettino because you accepted the contract. So why are you trying to disagree with the contract at the end of the season?
Okay.
But regardless, come next season, let's assume Mauricio Pochettino is there. I feel like even this season I was expecting Chelsea to go up there, but I know that they are going to struggle because you cannot just do a total revamp of midfield and have a success. Same thing with Liverpool. Yes, Jurgen Klopp has been in the team, and that's actually I won't actually help them because I not just take the likes of Fabinho, the likes of all these their midfielders, Wijnaldum and all that, which they used last season. Just take a total revamp, go and bring the likes of Endo, McAllister, and you think you're going to go and fight for the title. You don't do a total revamp of midfield and be successful. So that's one of the reasons why Liverpool was not successful this season. But that I still feel like Chelsea was going to make top for this season. But then it is what it is. The pressure of last season actually affected them this season. And you can actually see that they were playing good football. Pochettino is trying to put his style of play into the team. Okay. So I feel like next season is supposed to be a up game for them. But now they're going to start from scratch. So
starting from scratch. So maybe we say 16 steps forward, 66 steps backward. Alvin, what do you think will happen to your team and what kind of manager are you expecting?
Expecting what? Let me just say I was shocked when I got the news that sacked. I was like, because I expected them to at least give him one more season to see how far.
Not that he was fired.
On mutual consent. You cannot give me. We cannot give you. Okay, I'm going.
You know those kind of breakup.
If you cannot give me,
I will go to what
Longman said. Yeah.
You agreed from the beginning that okay, I'm just coming in to manage the team.
Whatever you give me, I manage.
But maybe he's trying to, because most of the, in quotes, players given to him, Fenukufola the players kind of players given to him. Imagine Romeo Latvia, imagine Kuku, all of those players. He's trying to get them together now towards the end of the season, but I think they should just have given him the chance to just take them through next season. But with the way it is now, I can't say precisely, but I think I would prefer if Thomas Tuchel to come back.
Sir? Thomas Tuchel? Well, Thomas Tuchel is, I mean, he has already left.
But with what I've been seeing,
according to stories, 24 hours to the sacking of Mauricio Pochettino, we heard the rumor that a particular Premier League team paid the release clause of Roberto Di Zerbi away from Brighton and Hove Albion, even though two days prior to that particular day, he has announced that he will be leaving Brighton and Hove Albion. Okay. So, which means we are suggesting probably, Brighton and Chelsea are now customer dada.
London side.
Brighton is our academy.
So academy. They paid for Mauricio Pochettino, Graham Potter, they paid for Cucurella, paid for Caicedo, customer dada. So probably Chelsea is going for Roberto Di Zerbi, and I think it's still fair because at least it's Premier League experience.
Just like Manchester City, Arsenal. You understand the way the guy Clichy, Bakary Sagna.
Arsenal is doing the same thing back.
Yeah, so by Liverpool, Southampton as well.
Gabriel Jesus but let me go to Kolajo. Yes, you heard the Chelsea fan. You heard Longman's analysis, but now Mauricio Pochettino has left. The Chelsea fan is saying they want a Tuchel make a return. Remember, this man came like a man walking around doing miracle. Gradually made you guys win the UEFA Champions League.
There is another guy in the pool talking about Maresca, who is taking the Leicester City away from the Championship to the Premier League.
Thomas Frank as well. But Kolajo, where do you see Mauricio Pochettino move to? Remember, although Barcelona's job has already been already 90%.
Can't even go to Barcelona.
We have a Mourinho.
Is a former manager.
So let us look at some clubs that don't have a manager yet, or they feel like firing their managers. But where do you think Mauricio Pochettino will be headed?
I mean, I honestly don't know if he's headed anywhere because because I'm very sure Poch thought he was going to have the job next season because by standards he did suffer like injuries during the season, trying to get his style of play into the players. A very rocky and shaky Chelsea team. And the decision to fire him is very bewildering. It's very surprising, because so you've been trying to build something for a while. When that thing is now starting to look like it's making sense, you now decide that we are not building again. Like it was a very dumb decision, according to me, and that's why that's where you realize that Todd Bowley is not a football. He's a businessman. He's more of a businessman than a football person. Roman Abramovich was a great blend of both, and that's why Chelsea had the success they had over the years that he owned the club for. So it's very strange that sort of decision was made. And what's more strange is the short list of managers they have to replace him. You have some very funny names in there. I'm seeing names like Stefano Pioli. I'm seeing Thomas Frank, even though he's one of my favorite tacticians right now. But the level of Brentford is different from Chelsea. It's a different ball game entirely. I'm hearing names like Maresca, Kieran McKenna. What's going on? So it is very strange that he was sacked, and it's also very strange the people that they've shortlisted to replace him. So I honestly don't have too much comments on that. I'm just looking to see what Bailey and Ebali come up with, and just because it's very. I think a lot of Chelsea fans are in support of the decision because they feel like Pochettino had enough time to get his goods together. They spent so much money, but Rome was not built in a day, and and these things, they are foundational. Foundation has been built. It's time to now build the actual thing, and you are sending the surveyor, you are sending the builder away. So it was a very strange decision for me.
Hold on, Mr. Kolajo. You know what? I mean, I feel like I don't want to blame Todd Bowley and Ngali, whoever is handling the transfers and business at Chelsea, but I feel like this is not the first time things are happening like this in football clubs. You look at the likes of Real Madrid, it is whoever Florentino Perez brings, the manager manages. You get? It is whoever Florentino Perez brings. You just look up and say, I'm signing Gareth Bale, I'm signing Ronaldo, I'm signing Vinicius. This person is the one building the team for the manager. It's your job as a manager to just manage the team. So if Pochettino feels like he's not going to be okay with you bringing players for me, you should have taken the job in the first place.
Jose Mourinho had issues with the former
he had it with Roman
Abramovich, who brought in Shevchenko. And
that was not
the reason Mourinho left.
Yes, exactly.
He had issues, and yet he still returned. Sometimes maybe the managers will surely have ego, and as a club owner, there are times that you also have to rub the ego of that manager. Maybe a Todd Bowley who doesn't care. Maybe he feels like what he was expecting this season wasn't achieved by Mauricio Pochettino. I don't know how much Mauricio Pochettino is earning or the promise he had with Todd Bowley. But next season, I hope Chelsea fans will not come out and start crying.
It's very strange because Chelsea fans are always after Arsenal, they always nest on the queue for tears. Chelsea always nest. Once you see Arsenal in front with their bucket of tears, Chelsea is always directly behind them. They're pushing them. They will now be crying together. So I hear what you've said, but my issue is if the manager wants to play a certain brand of football, why are you cannot compare the Galactico Real Madrid. Madrid is more than a club. It's a culture. That's why they don't have a owner. They have a president. Same thing with clubs like Barcelona. These are clubs owned by community. They are club owned by state. They are not just a club that are owned by entrepreneurs like Todd Bowley and the likes. So comparing the Galacticos of Madrid to a club like Chelsea is far-fetched. And again, Mauricio Pochettino has every right. Coaches, even when you bring some players for managers to manage, the manager decides who plays and who does not play. Fine, the owner can be angry, can be mad as much as he wants, but as long as the manager is still sitting on that seat, he decides who gets on the team sheet and who doesn't. So I don't think the team sheet thing is the issue for me. My issue is sacking someone that has already laid a nice foundation after a rocky start to the season, and things are now starting to look like they are shaping up nicely. And then you are now thinking of bringing back someone that was fired, just 1.5 years ago in the person of Thomas Tuchel. And I can tell you for a fact that Thomas Tuchel is way out of his depth right now. We saw it with Bayern this season. We saw it with Chelsea at the beginning of Todd Boehly's reign. He is way out of his depth right now. So I do not understand the rationale behind bringing Tuchel back to come and be the manager for the club. I'm just interested in how everything is going to play out. I'm hoping that they will make the right decision, and this is why I would always recommend that clubs have decent hierarchy, from owners and to sporting directors to directors of football. You should always have decent sporting hierarchy, because that helps your recruitment, that helps your transfers, that helps the way you build your style of play. It aids the kind of managers that you bring in. If there's proper hierarchy, you would almost always have success. And that's why as much as I don't know what's the current ownership of Manchester United under
Jim Ratcliffe.
Under Ratcliffe will be like, I like the fact that he has brought in Dave Brailsford, he has brought in Wilcox, he's bringing in Dan Ashworth, he's bringing in all these people that actually understand the workings of football, recruitment-wise, transfer-wise, dealings, and all the other technicalities involved. So I think for any club to be properly successful, and we saw it with City and with the City group, Sheikh Mansour, Omar Berrada, you always need to have a director of football, and it's this person that will decide, okay, this is the brand of football that we think we should be playing. These are players that I think fits. These are the managers that I think are a good fit for this style of football that we want to play. Okay, let us liaise between the manager and the ownership and me and the recruitment team and see how, hierarchy is very important in football, and that's why I think clubs that don't have this most likely don't succeed. And I think that's the issue that Chelsea is currently having now. They are yet to sort out the hierarchy at the top with the manager, so there will always be problem and there will always be friction.
Okay, well, talking about, thank you very much, Kola Alfred. Now, let's talk about the management in Nigerian football. Although we saw a tweet coming from Crayon, well, that is Maven Records guy. No, I mean, I want Longman to read that tweet.
No, you are the one that brought the tweet, so you can read that. Say Man City players, they warm up, then they laugh. Jesus, then go kill us today. No, is he expecting them to be crying?
Just maybe
they should look serious because they are playing a FA Cup final. They just won the title. They are supposed to be happy now.
Okay, all right. Now let's talk about that team list coming from Finidi George, the Super Eagles manager. And when we saw that yesterday, a lot of people felt like, okay, so 2 home-based players in that team, and some say that, okay, Kenneth Omeruo, some players, should have been invited into the team. But let's look at the forwards. We have Victor Osimhen, which I feel Victor Osimhen, who's gradually, recovering, shouldn't have been invited. Ademola Lookman, who won the Europa League for Atalanta, is there. Victor Boniface, an invincible man with Bayer Leverkusen.
Nathan Teller with his debut.
Nathan Teller. Samuel Chukwueze, who's also gradually recovering, according to reports we're getting from the Italian Serie A as well. Paul Onuachu, we saw that goal he scored days ago. Makelechi Iheanacho, who got promoted with Leicester City, who may be leaving. Terry Murphy as well. But look at this, Longman. Who do you really think missed this? And was there a mistake in the forward position?
Like I was telling you behind closed doors, I said, I feel like I'm okay with whatever Finidi George is bringing to this team presently. I look at that team and I'm satisfied because his first 11 is just there. Talking about, we have Stanley Wabali, who's our goalkeeper. I'm talking about the defense, it's just Calvin Bassey, Kavi Bassey is there, Chino Diawazem is there, Tanimu is there, so
Semi Ajayi
and all
work solid.
So all these guys, few of them were in the AFCON, so at least they played together and the chemistry will still be there. Talking about the midfield, Alexander Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi back into the squad. because he was injured during the AFCON. Alhassan Yusuf still retaining his participation as well. Frank Onyeka did extremely well for Brentford.
Yeah.
So the midfield is solid as well. Victor Osimhen, we cannot just, even if he's not going to start, you must have the African best player when he's fit in the squad. You cannot say if he's not called, he's under pressure entirely for Finidi George. Because that's what we'll be talking presently now. Say why didn't he call Victor Osimhen? He's the African best player regardless. He's fit. So why are you not calling him? So whether he's going to play him or not, that is his own problem. But he must be in the squad. Ademola Lookman is there. Nathan Tella, Samuel Chukwueze, Paul Onuachu, Kelechi Iheanacho, Anthony Murphy. But the problem I always have with our managers is we always have more of our forward players than
From
midfielders.
Okay. Maybe some players can still, drop back to the midfield.
I think Kelechi will play from the midfield.
Who? Kelechi can play from the midfield. Samuel Chukwueze can come from the flank.
Because I remember that was one of the problems we had preparing for AFCON. The moment we had the rumors before it was confirmed that Wilfred Ndidi will be missing the AFCON, we were like, who is going to replace him?
But we saw Alhassan.
Alhassan was an emergency fixed. We should have a proper replay. There were times Alhassan was injured during the AFCON. Then we have to bring Alexander Iwobi back to come and play the DM. It shouldn't be like that.
Okay, but you're okay with this.
Yeah,
and
I'm okay.
Okay, but for Maduka Okoye making a return, the fine boy himself, Kolajo Alfred, let us get your take as we wrap up the show. Maduka Okoye returning to the Super Eagles. A lot of people saw his performance with Udinese, right? Yes, we saw it with Udinese, but because at some point in time he even said he wasn't ready to play for Super Eagles.
And the person is replacing his red card. It was this guy, third guy that plays for the third team. Uzo is red carded for Nigeria, so he cannot play.
Kolajo, let us get your take.
I think Maduka Okoye coming back is very great. I don't think we should base his whole Super Eagles career off of one mistake that happened and the whole world. So I think he's a great goalkeeper. Had a fantastic season, and he's still one of the best, maybe the second best. Probably for me, if you're looking at all-round goalkeeper abilities, aerial claims, command of the box, probably on par for me with Nwabali. I know a lot of people will disagree, but I think Maduka Okoye is a great goalkeeper. So I don't see why he should not be in the squad. And with the talk of why we have more forward players and less midfielders, I've had a problem with that over the past 4 or 5 years as well. We're going for friendlies, we're going to a competition, and we're having 6 midfielders in total. We're having like almost 10 strikers, 10 forward players. It's preposterous to think of. And I think it's a grassroots problem. The Nigerian recruitment system is so goal based. It's so you score you must score. It's the person that scores goals that they will see, that they will scout. So and we see that, and that's why over the past 3-4 years, the players that are coming up, that are coming up most are strikers. Paul Onuachu, Victor Boniface, Gift Orban, Victor Osimhen, Terence Murphy. The players, we have the new boy Afis Umar that is currently doing trial with Chelsea, and they are looking to either loan him to Strasbourg or something. It's a grassroots issue. We are not really looking at technicalities like we used to anymore. We are not really basing our recruitment, our scouting on people that are actually very technical. It's people that are scoring goals. It's the people that are scoring goals. Omoyen score goal, man. Recruit them, scout them. That boy score a trick. Recruit them. Is people that are scoring goals that are looking at. So that's why even people that are so to say, that probably started out as midfielders, you see them gravitating towards the forward line, because everyone wants to be scouted, everyone wants to make it, everyone is trying to push to Europe, and the fastest way to do that is through scoring goals and by moving to the forward line. So it's a grassroots issue that we need to solve, because Nigeria is too talented a country for us to not be producing, at least 10 decent midfielders, or 8 at least, for every competition, for every friendly that we have.
All right. Okay, now before you go, Kolajo Alfred, Euro 2024 in the next few days, we'll be having the teams battle in Germany. Let me quickly know the team you're supporting, because we know the team you support. We'll get your jersey hanging in this studio every Saturday, same as that of Longman and Alvin. Alvin is also here. Favor Oloruntola, Mokunubi Oyekosola, she says she'll be supporting, I think yes, she says she'll be supporting Spain.
Only is here. Where's our recharge card?
Calm down, Joe. Leave, just let Onye be on Facebook. Kolajo, let me know the team you'll be supporting.
You already know that I'm always for my Les Blues. You know, Allez France.
Allez
So,
France.
I'm going to be supporting my boys Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele,
Okay.
Werenza Emery, who is one of
Are
the
you
best
surprised?
talents out there right now.
Okay.
Are you surprised?
So,
Kolajo.
am I surprised by what?
No. I'm talking to that boy here now.
No, so Longman also came out to say, okay, Longman will also be supporting France, right?
I told you when you asked me behind closed door, I said I'll be supporting France because I'm rooting for Kylian Mbappe to win the Ballon d'Or because he's our next goat. So I'm expecting
He needs to. We need it.
we actually need it. Now you can say we.
So this is what we are going to do, right? I'll get you a blue France jersey and I'll get the white version for Longman, right? That has been booked down. Ayode Jalvin, what team will be supporting for Euros?
The Three Lions.
3 Lions. Okay, should I full of this?
Those ones can Southgate.
Their jersey at the back because they will disappoint you again.
I tell you,
the only time they've ever achieved
those ones
anything
that
major at the
called Jack
competition,
Grealish.
they cheated.
It's coming home. Don't worry.
The only time they've ever achieved anything at a major competition, they cheated. They sent the team to and take bus. They still delayed their bus. By the time those ones got to the stadium, they were tired. They were sleepy. England shall score 1 goal. Lock shop. They won World Cup 1966, and that was it. That's the only time England has ever had success in the international stage.
But they got to the final of the last
please.
edition, Abi, against Italy.
And their jersey. What happened at the end? Scored first in the final.
At least the moment they crashed out, you remove their jersey from the studio.
Favor.
Italy ended up taking it from them.
Maybe will I be supporting Italy? I don't know. But Favor, what national team will be supporting for Euros? We've got. Let me give her a team. What national team?
Spain.
What? Okay, let me pick a team. Let me pick a team for Favor. Let me give her let me give her Italy. Italy defending champions, at least that can easily help her. Then for me, maybe that will be next week.
Portugal, one last dance.
If I pick Portugal, I may be disappointed. Let me pick. Who's mentioning? Okay, let me pick Belgium. I'm going for what is that? I'm going for Belgium.
All right.
Okay, you like the jersey, not the team.
I'm going for Belgium.
No, you like the jersey, not the team.
That their yellow jersey, very fine.
Generation.
I like red color.
You like the jersey, not the team.
I like red color.
Very fine jersey.
You know why I'm doing this? Because I look at their group. They have Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine. They can easily get out of that group. And
after the group,
once they get out of that group,
they are going to face either Czech Republic or Turkey.
Oh, what will happen to Portugal?
They are getting out of the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and watch the FA Cup. Kolajo Alfred, thank you very much for joining us on the show this afternoon and in the morning in US.
It's always great to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right. Someone is telling me that why do I have to come out to England? Because Alvin has picked England. Well, Alvin, Longman, thank you for coming on the show. We catch you again next week Saturday.
See you again next week Saturday.
All right.
Yeah, catch ya.
All right.
Let's go to Wembley.
DJ Owens.
Kolajo. Hello.